let's talk about Driftwood. Hey guys, and welcome back to CHENG'S Aqua, and today we're going to be talking about Driftwood, specifically Beta Mopani wood. What I've got here is literally the ones they sell at Petco and PetSmart. I wanted to continue the video in here. Like I mentioned, this is the one I got from Petco and PetSmart. They're mainly targeted to people who own betas because you have a small tank and it's, takes up a good amount of space. I like them in my 10-gallon aquariums because, again, the space thing, and they usually come with these cut bottom pieces so they can actually stand up flat on the aquarium. But anyway, let's get talking about the benefits of Driftwood. So we have brown water. If you like that look to it, it's kind of like I don't have brown water in my aquariums, but it basically produces these tannins in the water that makes your water look like iced tea, or like just tea in general. But yeah, there's benefits to that too. But if you like that kind of look, more of a natural look, definitely recommend it. But I like mine clear so I can see completely inside the aquarium, especially when you're breeding so much. But that's first. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the hiding spots that it can create. These things have a lot of crevices and little holes inside of them, and the fish like to go inside and hide inside of it, so they can actually hide away from the light, and it actually looks cool in your aquarium. Don't you think? It's like a real treat. Number 3, obviously the looking cool is a big factor, but the biggest factor to me is the fact that plecos, my super small plecos, love to munch on this thing. They like to go on it, hide on it, and just sit on it and basically just start eating the biofilm that this creates. And it actually helps with bloat. I tend to overfeed my fish because I am trying to spawn and trying to grow them out as fast as possible. But the biofilm that grows on this helps them digest all of that food a lot easier and helps against bloat. I don't know exactly how, but I know it does because I've put this in all my aquariums and I haven't experienced that maybe 1 out of every 200 fish I have. So definitely recommend. Who doesn't want Driftwood, something like this, to look in their aquarium? I mean, especially if you like a natural look on the aquarium, this will be #1 priority for me. But you also have to be careful with the pH altering. So if you have a high pH water and you want to keep lower pH water for fish, this would also come in handy because it does lower pH in the aquarium. Now let's talk about the cons of Driftwood. So Driftwood, like I mentioned, releases tannins in the water. And if you don't like brown water and you don't want a brownish iced tea looking aquarium, probably not for you. There's always things that you can combat that. When you boil this, if you boil it for a little longer, I've noticed that a lot of the tannins release inside of the pot that you're boiling versus inside of your aquarium. They still would release a little bit, but not as much. And the little bit that gets released, you can always do a water change, and more than half usually disappears, depending on the water change you do. But yeah, that's #1. Number 2 is the pH altering. If you don't want to alter your pH, this will do that to your aquarium. Now, obviously, if you have 150 gallons and you only put this inside of it, it's probably not going to do anything. But if you have a good amount inside of it, and the tank isn't crazy big compared to the amount of Driftwood, then probably it will do something to the pH level. Another one of the cons about it is that if you have fancy goldfish or you have like bettas with long fins on them, sometimes these pieces of wood have spiky and sharp points on the actual piece of wood, and they can actually hurt themselves on it. I've seen bettas do it, not too much on the goldfish, but it's a possibility. So you also want to take care of that. Make sure you, or at least maybe you sand it down on the parts that are pointy that basically the fish can hurt themselves on or cut themselves on. But yeah, that would be one of the cons I think about. The last and not the most important cons, but one of the cons, is this, it's another thing to clean in the aquarium. If you're like me and trying to make life easy, I don't have anything on the bottom. Well, I'm lying to you because I have plants, but I'm trying to grow these plants to sell, but they're growing very slowly, and I'm going to be putting these guys outside later. That's a different story. But this is basically another thing to clean, which algae will grow on, and yeah, it's going to get in the way when you're catching fish, etc. So this is another step that you would have to take care of your aquarium. So think about that before you buy another piece of decor for your aquarium. But that's pretty much it. I still recommend Driftwood. I still recommend any type of Driftwood because it's so beneficial, and it can actually help your aquarium in so many ways. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this. We are so close to getting fully monetized, and I've really been trying to get there. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and see more videos like this. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Check out the other social media that we have, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace!